them?
I think I've spent many lifetimes with horses. I think this is one of many lifetimes that I've had. I grew up in a horse community, so where we grew up, horses everywhere, more trails than there were homes, really. And so I was always around horses, and I just was deeply in love with them. And I have no explanation, and that's why I say I feel like in past lives I have just been around horses. Yeah, so since I was a really young kid, loved them, and continue to love them my whole life. They're just the best. They're the most majestic and gorgeous and spiritual. They feel everything. I just like, it's such an honor to be in their presence and to be able to do what I can do with my horse. I find so magical that I can stand in her stall with her and just like vibe out with her. I like sometimes come to like get a little teary-eyed when I'm standing in my stall with her, because I'm like, this is so cool that you allow me to do this and we have this connection without any words. It's just the best thing ever. So I love them.
Yeah, that's so special. I have a different teary-eyed story with horses, but I'll tell you the short version. So when I proposed to my wife, who I can't wait to introduce you to, when I proposed to her, which was 8 years ago or something like that, when I proposed to her, I organized what I would consider like a very Hollywood proposal. It was too over the top, and I would do it totally different today with everything I've learned.
Happens.
But yeah, it happens. And so we were walking by the Thames in London, which is where we're both born and raised. And this a cappella group jumps out and they're singing Bruno Mars. And then like they give her a bouquet of flowers. And then I get down on one knee, I propose, we have dinner by the river. And then we walk around the corner and there's a horse-driven carriage to take us around, to take us around London. And so we're on this carriage, we have this beautiful path through London, and then we get into the train to get back home to her parents to tell them, and they already knew. She's got hives all over her face.
No
and
way.
All over
she was allergic?
She's allergic to horses. And I found out the day I proposed to her. I was like, all right. So then she was like, she had tears. And when we got back, her parents were like, what did you do to her?
At least you got to enjoy the moment.
At least you got to enjoy
the
yeah, it wasn't until afterwards. But no, I love
sorry
horses.
To hear that.
No, I love horses the same way you do. Like I used to go to India a lot when I was a kid. And that's where I first learned to be with horses. And
they're so therapeutic.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's a reason there's equine therapy. It's the best. But
exactly.
Yeah, they make me when I'm with her. I have a few, but I'm mostly with one of my horses right now because her name's Delandra. I didn't name her. She came with her name, but I call her Dylan or Dill. I love her so much, but when I'm with her, I genuinely, I spoke about how I've just loved horses my whole life. I feel like a kid around her. Like I feel like my 12-year-old self that would get up every morning throughout the entire summer at 8 a.m. to go just be at my trainer's facility, and I would stay there from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I'd ride all her horses.